Talking to the Dead, Chapter 28. If you truly have been following along, pausing and reflecting on each chapter, and using self-inquiry to unravel everything that's led you to this place, in this apparent now, at this apparent time, and in this apparent way, you will notice a new energy. And that new energy may have created the concept of fear, or that which we've labeled fear. Something seems to be lurking that says, I need to be very afraid now. But I challenge you to keep inquiring on that and notice that is just a new symbiote attempting to get feet and legs and put new packages in the warehouse. So I thought it was important to pause and give some opportunities to look at this a little bit differently and to meet it with much more understanding. Firstly, what I've learned in the story of Kelly with my symbiote is to continue with the same inquiry, not until, not to an end destination, but always, in all ways. This doesn't change. What changes is our old behavior of labeling things so that the warehouse now has new boxes called fear, new boxes called unsure, new boxes called doubting, whatever they are in your experience, in your simulator. They're just new characters attempting to find a space in the warehouse, as we're referring to it in this analogy. The rules of the game don't change. Meet each thought with who is that thought for, and notice it lets go. The dream, the entire landscape, the video game will keep dropping these energies, and when we don't label them, we'll begin to recognize they're in fact different and unique energies that we're attempting to root, give feet and give legs, and also add hooks to time and space again. For example, this energy feels like when I felt this way back in the 80s when I was truly depressed. And instantly, your simulator has storified a whole new screen. Abort, people, abort. You're in the dream. Wake up. That energy doesn't need to be named. Don't name it. Just be curious about it. Curiouser and curiouser and curiouser. Witness it without labeling it, and notice it settles again. And what lands there are the miracles for the next screen. You see, you're now catching up to where the simulator says, stop looking behind, stop looking ahead, no need to look side to side. You have the remote control in your hand. What do you see up there? Now don't answer that question. Invite it. And this is how you do that. You wake up each morning with a grateful heart. You thank the God Squad, which you are a part of, for giving you breath yet again today. And you simply say, "Okay, God Squad, what is coming in our simulator today? I welcome it. Whatever it is, I know that it is the highest good for myself and what appears to be the simulator global consciousness. I don't need to name it or give you the directions. We wrote those together. Let's just stay here and see what drops in." That openness alone, that willingness to not be descriptive or prescriptive, allows what was always intended to land right here. We call it manifesting, but the reality is every variable's moving about. When we don't point to one or label it, the best outcome is the only outcome. It is the proverbial yes. Yes, 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 and yes. And you are a part of that. Now it's okay if you seem to slip back into the old pattern of pushing the toggles and the buttons and the blinking lights and chasing the bananas and the cherries and all of these variables. Do not beat yourself up if you seem to have gotten lost in the part again. That too is perfect. Let it go. It never happened. Can you find it here? Are you finding laughter where it used to sit with tears? That's all that matters. The story of progress, the story of delays, the stories of shoulda, woulda, coulda, the loops of I missed out, the ideas of I want a do-over. Just notice they're not here unless you give them feet and legs. And when you do, push the reset button and wake up. Buckle up, buttercups. You're doing this. Stop and offer yourself and this avatar so much love and grace. Be so compassionate to that which seems to be doing all the work. Not only does this get easier and easier, it gets more and more fun. We start to really experience heaven as it's meant to be experienced here on what we call Earth. Much love. Until next time.